Sports World, another episode of Sports with Cycle Sam. This is a video for my predictions on week 2 of the NFL. Starts tomorrow. Last week I got 10 out of 16 right, and hopefully I get more this week. But
Dad's a superhero.
I also am gonna start saying who I think is gonna be the top scorers for fantasy football and everything like that as well. So this week, starting out, we got the Bucks versus the Panthers. I got the Panthers winning 27-13. I think Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers defense, Luke Kuechly and them guys, get after the Bucks. Jameis Winston did not look good last week. I think Cam Newton will have a better week this week.
Hey, Mommy, look.
And the Panthers get on a roll, winning this game. Ravens versus the Cardinals. I have the Ravens winning 35-13. I think the Ravens have one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. Also, I think they're going to win this game because Kyler Murray is still developing. David Johnson needs to do better as a running back for the Cardinals. The Ravens, Marquise Brown looked great. I think they're going to do a good job running the football as well. And Lamar Jackson looked good too. Chargers versus the Lions. I have the Chargers winning 24-20. The Lions defense didn't look really good against the Cardinals. TJ Hawkinson did really well though for the Lions. The Chargers, Austin Eckler looked really well. Phillip Rivers made a couple mistakes. I expect more out of Keenan Allen in this game and the rest of the receivers for the Chargers. And I expect the Chargers defense to show up more too. Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, you know, guys like that. Colts versus the Titans. I have the Titans winning this one 27-17. This is going to be a hard-fought game right here. Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry, those guys are going to get the ball rolling. Oh man, what's the quarterback for the... Jacoby Brissett looked pretty good against the Chargers last week. I think he does another good game right here. Mack looked really well as well. I believe he's going to do another good job against the Titans defense, but in the end I see the Titans coming out with the W. 49ers versus the Bengals. I have the 49ers 24-13. I see the 49ers defense pretty much shutting down the Bengals on offense. Joe Mixon, Andy Dalton is a couple guys there for Cincinnati, Tyler Boyd. Those are the key guys for the Bengals. I don't see much defense going on with the Bengals. 49ers, verdict's still out on Garoppolo. And I got to see more out of those wide receivers there in San Francisco. The Jags versus the Texans. I have the Texans winning this one 34-21. Deshaun Watson and those guys look really good. DeAndre Hopkins, Carlos Hyde, Will Fuller. I see them getting the ball rolling on offense, and I see their defense, J.J. Watt, getting in there this game. It's kind of silent against the Saints, but I see him bouncing back and doing really well. Then you have the Vikings versus the Packers. I have the Vikings winning 24-17. If Dalvin Cook can run the ball like he did last week, expect the Vikings to win. The Packers did really well against the Bears on defense, but this is a different animal on offense in Minnesota, and their defense is well performing as well. So yeah, I see the Vikings winning that one. Cowboys versus the Redskins. I have the Cowboys winning again this week. Dak Prescott looked good. That offense was clicking. And their defense did pretty well as well. The Redskins, I don't see them winning this game. The Cowboys, I think, are going to handle them. The Redskins don't really have much on offense. I mean, Vernon Davis, Jordan Reed are all right. Adrian Peterson's supposed to be playing this game. Case Keenum's their quarterback, but I don't really see too much production from their defense. So that's why I have the Cowboys winning. Seahawks versus Steelers. I have the Hawks winning 27-24. Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, Tyler Lockett. I see them doing a really good job against the Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, I believe, is going to be a key to the Steelers' offense. James Conner is going to get back on track, and so is Ben Roethlisberger. But I don't think their defense is going to be able to stop Seattle enough. So Seattle's going to get the win right there. Bills versus Giants. I have the Giants winning this one 17-13. Man, it was very disappointing to see Saquon only got the ball about 15 times. That's not enough touches for Saquon. If you were trying to win the game, you got to hand the ball off at least 20 to 25 times and let him do his thing. I expect a lot out of him this game. He's going to be one of my top performers this week for fantasy football, I believe. And the Giants are going to come out on top. Patriots versus the Dolphins. I have the Patriots winning this 40-10. They're not going to run the score up like the Ravens did, but they will score a lot. Pick your poison here. They're going to give it to Sony Michel, James White, Julian Edelman, Tom Brady's going to ball out. You name it, it's going to happen. There's nothing to look forward to if you're a Dolphins fan this year, unless you're looking forward to the first pick in the draft. You got the Chiefs versus the Raiders. I have the Chiefs winning that 45-17. The Raiders beat my Broncos on Monday night. It was pretty disappointing. The Raiders, Waller is a good pickup if you're looking for a tight end. Josh Jacobs did a really good job, and Derek Carr did as well, getting the ball out really quick in under 2 seconds. But the Chiefs are a different animal than the Broncos on offense. Patrick Mahomes is going to be your top quarterback again this week. He looked really good out there against the Jags. Sammy Watkins looked really healthy and was in full speed. They're going to get Travis Kelce involved. They're just going to pass it to everybody and get that ball rolling, any open receiver. So the Chiefs are going to win that one. Saints versus Rams. This was a really hard game to choose. I think it's going to come down to the last possession again. I had the Saints winning though, 34-31. Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Ted Ginn Jr. There's a lot of weapons there in New Orleans. Same with the Rams. Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, the quarterback. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. There's just too many options out there for them. So I see it being a hard-fought game going back and forth on offense. Then you have the Bears versus the Broncos. I have my Broncos bouncing back. We're at the Mile High Stadium. We're at home. At the end of the game, I started to see them click a little bit. Cortland Sutton, Deshaun Hamilton has to hold on to the ball this week. Noah Fant needs to show up as well, do a better job not getting those penalties or missing assignments. I think he does a little bit better job this week. Phillip Lindsay, Royce Freeman, the run game's got to get going to help out Joe Flacco. And I think our defense is going to do a lot better getting in there. Von Miller, Bradley Chubb need to make their presence felt. And you need Isaac Yiadom to step up. And if he's not, you're going to have to send help over there because, dude, he was getting burned all night against the Raiders. You can't leave that guy one-on-one coverage. So yeah, I expect us to do a little bit better job. The Bears didn't seem very good on offense against the Packers, only putting up 3 points. They look confused. The only thing I worry about is their defense. But I think we hold on and win 24-17. Eagles versus the Falcons. I had the Falcons winning 30-24. Deshaun Jackson looked good for the Eagles, but I think Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman, Mohamed Sanu, and all those guys, Calvin Ridley, get it done, and their defense makes the last stop to hold on to the game. Browns versus Jets on Monday Night Football. I have the Browns winning this one 20-17. I think they get a little bit more done on offense than the Jets do, and that's why they come out on top. They got a lot of weapons there in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield needs to use them. Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr., David Njoku, and yeah, pretty much get the ball around to those guys. And I see them winning that game. Alright, so for the Broncos versus the Bears, my key points to the game is running the ball, making sure you're getting pressure on defense. Philip Lindsay and these guys need to get going on offense, though, to help Joe Flacco out. Our offensive line play needs to be good, and Joe Flacco, there was a couple points against the Raiders that disappointed me, like when he got in trouble where there was no wide receivers open. He needs to either scramble with the ball to try and make a first down, or get some kind of yardage, or get out of the pocket and throw the ball away. Those were the only things that I would say he did not do a good job with. But he was finding open receivers. He did a pretty decent job against the Raiders. Hopefully he does that again. And another key is to not turn over the ball. Don't have any fumbles, no interceptions. Also, another key, no drop balls. You have to hold on to the ball, catch the ball with your hands, not your shoulder pads. And on defense, we got to cover people, man. Isaac Yiadom, Josie Jewell, our inside linebackers, can't let the running backs just run open freely in the middle. And Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, you guys got to step it up. Get in there when you can. And our safeties got to do a better job as well. Justin Simmons, Will Parks. Kareem Jackson looked really good. Hopefully he does again this week. I hope we play him more as a corner this week too, to help Isaac Yiadom out. Get safety coverage over the top with Isaac Yiadom when he's in there. And also Chris Harris Jr. did a really good job as well. So those were some good key points right there. Good spots that we had against the Raiders. Hopefully they do it again this week. Kareem Jackson, Chris Harris. A little bit disappointing is Bryce Callahan still not ready to go. I wish he was out there, man, and helping out, because that would help us a lot with our coverage. Hopefully Todd Davis is ready to go as well. I think he'll do a really good job stopping the run. That's another key point that we got to do this week, is stopping the run. They got a lot of running backs there in Chicago. They have 3 that they use. David Montgomery, Tyreek Cohen, and I forget the other guy's name, but they use them a lot. And we just need to play better defense and play better on offense. But let's get this W. Broncos country. Let's go Broncos. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you got any comments, go ahead and do that too. And if you want to go ahead and subscribe, you can do that as well. Rah!